We live, fellas.
I'm always live, baby.
Keep on pushing. It's your boy Rio.
Yep. It's your boy Kai.
It's your boy De Niro.
Introducing Nero. I said first time we had Nero, I said we ain't gonna never have him again. He done wiggle his way into the rotation.
Yeah, I told y'all gonna see me again.
All right. Back in the building, live in the flesh.
So we'll see how long this lasts. But anyway.
Feel better being not in the studio, you feel like you could be more yourself, and you sitting in front of the cameras like trying to figure out what to say, like you being interviewed for a job or something.
Hey, to each his own. We ain't mean to put no pressure now.
Hey, when you be on interrogation so much, you get nervous when you're sitting there ready to close.
Trust. I get it, partner. I get it. We cool over here. We good over here. Matter of fact, you could plead the fifth, all that shit. Anything we speak on.
All that. You got to see, man. You can take something.
Innocent till proven guilty.
Right. Far from it.
The reason we coming to the people today, Black Dollars Media is in a transition. Not really a transition. It was all part of the game plan from the jump. But we starting to make that.
Yes, sir.
And if you've been watching, paying attention to the page, you'll see that I had some test shots for our upcoming project that me and Mr. Kai putting together, called Behind God's Back.
Yes, sir. We got a nice little visual coming for the city, man.
It's gonna be the Black Dog.
Behind God's Back.
Behind God's Back. It's gonna be.
Who came up with the name?
I did.
Oh, that's all Rio right there. Rio came up with that title for sure.
Writing.
All right.
All of that, not because I want to, but because I got to. In the sense that
for sure.
These niggas doing fuck. You know what I'm saying? But them niggas ain't the only ones that can put some things together. We got it over here too, But anyway.
Yeah, man, we here too. We gonna make our mark.
We gonna leave it. I got something to say. That's my boy Andre 3000 said back in the day. South got something to say.
Hell yeah.
Got something to say.
Black Dollars got something to motherfucker say. We got shit to do, goddamn it. Business to handle.
And this the cinema platform, along with the music, that's always been my first love. That's always been my baby. So that's always gonna be. Then our podcasts and our interviews, just giving you the Charleston culture, putting on for the people.
Yeah, man. Overall, man, we just having motion out here, man. We just gonna be having motion.
And in the spirit of that, today we was going to talk about some of our favorite movies and things like that. Why do we like the movie, and things like that. So Big Kai, kick us off, man. Give them a couple of titles, maybe 3 to 5, something like that. A little decent number.
All right, I got you, man. I mean, I kind of be getting into this. I mean, what is this like? Always the typical icebreaker, your favorite movies, stuff like that. So it's typically on most people's brains. Mine's, I mean, most people gonna look at it like super typical Scarface right off the rip. Because how can you not love it? You know what I'm saying? Like, Scarface, we at the day and age where it's like, it was the shit when it was coming out. And now what's at the age was, how you say, goddamn, it's honored, you know what I mean? Like, everybody pays homage to it. Like, without that movie, you don't have a lot of other titles, you know what I'm saying? Like, granted, you got the movie title Godfather, but it's the Godfather of all them gangster shit, Yeah. It really is.
It's like when you was younger, Nero, like in the streets.
My favorite movie.
Oh, hold up, bro. Hold up.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hold up. I ain't asking your favorite movie. I was asking you about.
Oh, my bad.
was asking you about Scarface. What was that like when you was younger?
When I seen Scarface turned my life around pretty much. Especially being out in that world. And Scarface was like, I mean, how they say it's a gangster's paradise, pretty much. That was, if you ain't never, experienced a lifestyle and seeing what it is, or watching different movies on the aspect, it puts you in a different mindset of like, it kind of like hit home in a sense, you know, pretty much the way I mean, the way Tony was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, starting from the beginning, like how he came into Frachet with the, you know what I'm saying, from, being a fugitive pretty much, you know what I'm saying, kind of like got forced out of the element to come somewhere else and trying to make a way. So it kind of relates to a lot of our people. You know what I'm saying, like going through the struggles of not knowing what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, coming to a new, we don't face coming to a new country or whatever, but learning a new language or whatever, coming as a refugee, as a prisoner, kind of like being forced and trying to going through the obstacles of trying to find a way out.
How old was you when you first saw it?
I can't remember.
So now, would you say in the fact that you could find more relation to the lifestyle of Tony Montana and what's going down in that movie intrigued you into it, or would you like watch it regardless of knowing that life?
I mean, it kind of like already was happening around just coming up, my older cousins in the streets and seeing certain things not similar to that, but seeing little experiences of what they was going through. It kind of like make you relate to it. But the biggest thing I say is the struggle. Just like I said, just coming somewhere, trying to figure out life, don't know what you're gonna do,
Right.
and you just, like Tony, he made it happen. He took it upon himself to whatever you gotta do to make it.
Well, Big Ree, of course I love Scarface. That's one of the, if you want to talk gangster movies, that's top 3 for me.
You gotta get
the impact of what it did to, I mean, I was about 18, something like that, the first time I saw Scarface. So I was starting coming off the porch and getting into my things, what I was, getting into and stuff and whatnot. And that's just one of those movies you watch, a square person will look at it and be like, that's definitely not a lifestyle that I would want to live. But then somebody like me that was so inspired by what was going on, it's like you watch that movie and be like, damn, boy, I want to be just like that nigga, that type of shit. So take that for what you want.
Yeah, man. I mean, kind of like what De Niro been saying. It's like, you say, hey, seeing that struggle, that man came over on the goddamn banana boats with the refugees and shit. Like, really bottom up type shit. In the whole movie, you really see him go from the bottom to the top type shit, like as anybody aspires to do.
And it wasn't
no matter what the same fashion.
And kind of like
the thing is,
a movie that you kind of would compare to that would be something like Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. The comparison is
right.
Bottom trying to, but Will's character did it the legal way. And you saw.
See, funny enough is I've never seen that movie. I know what you're talking about because he that's the breakout of his son, right? Like he put his son in that movie or some shit. Like I always remember that significance, but I never seen that movie.
And the same thing, like even Scarface, like he tried to do right. They came out, tried to get a job, and dishwash. So they tried it the right way. He tried it. And somebody hit him with the opportunity, like.
No.
Yeah, right.
It was another one.
He went so I guess Will Smith is in the bottom tier of life coming up type shit.
I mean, that particular movie, the character was a nigga who was broke, trying to get a job. So
got you.
Series of
like I just remember the trailer, him and his son just going through it.
Yeah, a series of.
That's all I remember.
And then he got the position, and then happily ever after type shit.
Oh, okay. Kid get to go to Harvard and all that shit.
Right.
But
American dream. For them.
And matter of fact, not even cut you off, but the fact. No, I said the fact. He said American Dream. It kind of remind me of we talking about these movies and that gangster shit. I know y'all fellas seen that American Me.
Nah, I haven't seen that.
You ever seen American Me?
American. Oh
Nah,
man,
I'm gonna watch it when I get back to the house. Though.
yes sir. Hey, you can. I know you if you got Prime or anything like that, like Amazon Prime, is on there for sure.
Yeah, I
They
saw
might got that shit on Hulu too. I ain't know.
Yeah.
But American Me, like that's more or less on like it's kind of based on the true story, and it's funny because one of my partners, yeah,
American Me,
dog, like
Scarface, American Me. All right, that's a try. I like where you taking us.
So with American Me, but check this out, a little trivia. My partner, he really from out like San Diego, but he really come from like up there, like a Boston shit. He been travel around, but he know a lot of people. He know a motherfucker who damn I get the inside like with Danny Trejo, because Danny Trejo, the director went to Danny Trejo to get insight because it's based on a true story. And you know, Trejo, even though he's an actor, he was really from the streets. So a lot of people would get his word, you know what I'm saying, especially if you filming and you get into some gangster shit, like you gotta check in type shit, you know?
Don't fall now. So,
yeah.
Make sure you screwed up now.
And bruh, Danny Trejo, I think Danny Trejo actually released like a autobiography or some shit like that. And he actually says there's some bullshit in there, you know what I mean, in the movie. Now I'm not gonna go into too much details because De Niro said he ain't seen it yet. But Danny Trejo is just like, hey, goddamn.
Oh man, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. I'm gonna block it out. I'm gonna block out anyway. So
no, I'm just saying. I mean, it don't even really take for me to put in the detail, but basically, long story short, like goddamn, it was motherfuckers to where it's like Danny Trejo could have been in that movie himself and shit, but the fact that it was some false information given on said characters in the movie, motherfuckers was damn getting killed in real life if they was going to participate in the full story being told on screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like they try to say Danny Trejo been cool, like whatever gang or whatever the motherfucking Migos was on that side of it. Like he had respect all around. He was like, hey, you can do the movie now, whatever the fuck. But he like, shit, even though I don't really rock with y'all, that shit still ain't the truth. So, you know, I ain't gonna play no part in that shit. Like I'm already on the other side. You can be able to call me no fluky and say I'm gonna shit on your name, you know? Yeah. Like just slander shit. You know what I'm saying? If you've been a snitch, it's written out in a statement. You a snitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and portray a movie and make you a punk because I think lesser. You know what I'm saying? When you really did stand 10 toes, we just don't like each other. So, I'm saying it was a lot of shit that happened. Like motherfuckers died, real gangster movie and shit. Like I said, for the most part, the gist of it, yeah, it's based on a true story, but some shit is far-fetched. But that's cinema for you, you know.
I saw the interview where Danny was talking about how half that shit was real. Mostly, mainly the getting raped part. He didn't appreciate that shit.
Yeah, that part right there is like in particular, like the whole getting raped part. That's like, you know, if that didn't happen, like why the fuck is that a thing? If that ain't ever fucking happened, you know what I'm saying?
They did it probably to spruce up the movie. You know what I'm saying? Add little parts just to make it more cinematic.
All I'm saying here is.
So now I'm
right.
You know, we watching the Martin Luther King movie, dog, and they showing the part where he strangle a hooker, you know? Like that shit ain't never happened. Like he strangle a hooker on the broad daylight in the middle of the street. Like that shit never happened. You can't just say that. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's these writers. When you put it in the hands of these writers, put your life in the hands of the writer and say, hey, okay, well, go ahead and do it. And then they do it, and they just add, okay, well, they just get caught up in the moment, and now you got all kind of, you might be
put in the movie. Like, dog, listen. Like, when you start shooting our shit, and somebody, you know, bless us with the opportunity to shoot, you know, like a real, give us, you know, shoot some real shit, dog. We ain't gonna just put no bullshit. It'll be the facts, man.
And you gotta watch the stories you tell people too, because it might have been a story he might have tell them off the record, and they were like, oh, okay, that sounds like something we should put in the movie. He might have been like something that happened to somebody else. They look like, okay, that might fit in the movie. Okay, well, let's go ahead.
It's funny you say that because that's actually it's not necessarily a movie, but on the show The Sopranos, Chris, there's an episode where goddamn them boys start listening to little Chrissy, his nephew, Tony Soprano nephew. They start trying to damn put some of the real shit in the goddamn movie. And he like, hey man, I tell you that shit like I'm just telling you gangster stories. I ain't telling you this shit for no goddamn dialogue or nothing, you know.
Get my ass killed.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you know, that's just a story between me and you. I'm just telling you that. You go around with this shit.
Tony still ended up killing.
That's why they say ain't good to tell everything. Especially to the writers.
That type of life, yeah.
Anything else to American Me, Kai? Before we move on?
What's happening?
Anything else you want to add about American Me?
I mean, minus what I said about the whole backstories about it. Personally, myself, it's a movie, you know, I fuck with it and shit because every heritage gotta have their little gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at Scarface as the whole universal gangster shit. Got the Italians who got Godfather. Us, we got many gangster-ass black films from Boys in the Hood, The Menace to Society, goddamn, you know, all the list goes on and shit. All the other little bootlegs, like so Guilty by Association or whatever the fuck. But American Me, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of up there. I ain't gonna say it's like one of my super favorites, but if we in that area of it, like you can't miss it.
Man, you were supposed to be giving me your super favorites, but you went with American Me. So narrow. What's up, my nigga?
My favorite movie. You know what I'm saying? I can't reinvent all of the aspects of this particular movie where I got into this particular director, which was John Woo, The Killer. And I think the first time I seen The Killer was with you, because I always, you know, we came up Wu-Tang fans, you know, pretty much, you know, Woo, shout out to that Woo.
Go that Wu-Tang.
Yeah, but you know, when he goes to Ray, like, with my killer tape? I was wondering. No, matter of fact, I seen it with my cousin Nigel. That's where I first seen it at. He had the tape. He had the bootleg. It was a VCR tape. But my favorite movie is Face Off. Another John Woo, and they try to reinvent The Killer, and that's my favorite movie, man.
So which one now? Face Off or The Killer?
No, Face Off is my favorite, but it came from, like I said, from me getting it and wanting to find out who is this John Woo guy or whatnot, this director or whatever. But it stemmed from me watching The Killer, you know, the Raekwon tapes, Ghostface, you know, when they was talking about The Killer. But John Woo, he actually wrote The Killer or directed The Killer or whatever.
Yeah.
But Face Off, that's my favorite movie by John Woo.
Kai, any words?
Yeah, Face Off some shit. No, I fuck with Face Off. Like I remember kind of vague. See, I seen Face Off. That been like back like that early 2000s shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't seen it since that shit been holding weight. If you feel me, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because I think that's what like Dustin Hoffman or some shit.
No.
John Travolta.
Travolta. But yeah, goddamn. No, I mean, Face Off. I fuck with that shit. That shit definitely action packed. You know what I'm saying? That shit like. You intrigued the whole damn movie, ain't like too much.
And that's one of those concepts
around on that shit, you know.
One of those concept movies for at the time was real intriguing. You know, cut a nigga face off and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Right. That's crazy, ain't it?
Fast forward to now, where motherfuckers is, you know, ass injections. You can basically like transform your body, be who you want to be now and shit. Like that shit was ahead of its time.
But I tell you what, man, like, all right, I know I'm sitting there kind of stuck on the gangster shit or whatever, but another definite favorite of mine is Sin City. You ever seen Sin City?
Yeah, Sin City. I watched that the other night.
Frank Miller. It's the Frank Miller graphic novel. They just turned it into the movies. And what I like is they actually it was Robert Rodriguez. He's pretty much a protege of Tarantino.
Right.
And I mean, he always get Tarantino to kind of help him wingman it for him and shit like that. But he also got Frank Miller, the guy who created the shit, along on the project. So as far as other than how we talked about American Me, you got a guy just going on a limb talking about a story that sounds cool. You got this right here is, I mean, it's fiction, it's a graphic novel, but they get the guy who actually created it. So that way, if there is something that go on far left about it, this and that, there, the creator, his goddamn self, is in on it. You know what I mean? So it creates a better story overall.
I thought that shit was whack.
But like how they shot it, you thought it was whack?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. See, you ain't got that creative mind like that, though. You gotta see that shit for what it is, man.
This shit whack. Shit was whack.
All right, no, I'm just talking shit because you taking a jab at one of my favorite movies. But all right, let me get out my feeling. Let me chill up. Let me not. but all I'm saying is like, man, it's a good. I had fought with the graphic novels, you know.
Yeah, the graphic
so
novels.
So it's like it come to life. It's a different thing. Being a fanboy, this shit come to life, and they do a good job of it because it's not necessarily no anime style type shit, but you know a lot of animes you can't live action that shit. They suck. When people try to make the movie like Dragon Ball Z, you put that on a real person, that shit sucks, dog. You gotta leave that drawn, extra muscle, fucking glowing power bullshit. What's up?
Last Airbender, that was another one that sucked.
See, I wouldn't even waste my time on it, dog. I couldn't even waste my time on it. Something like that is exactly what I'm talking about. That's more of a prime example. Exactly what I'm talking about.
I ain't like
now,
that.
Graphic novel, Frank Miller shit, that go hand in hand damn near well, but they keep doing all that superhero shit. It's like you can bring that to life. You really can because it's not like some old crazy ass super alien shit. It's just humanoid things that got a little extra ability, you know. You can CGI that a little bit.
Nah, no comment.
Matter of fact, no. You say you just saw Sin City. You think it's
it was straight for what it was. You know what I'm saying? You know, the only thing I like movies that, as long as you got like I said, a middle, beginning, and end, and it ends properly. Hey, I'm fine with it. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to a movie, you watching a movie, you get all the way to the end, and that shit end dumb as shit. Like you just wasted your whole
man. So you trying to say Sin City in that category, man?
No. I'm not saying it's that. But that's what I'm saying. It's a good movie because it had a middle, beginning, and an end, and it didn't end like where like what the fuck?
It actually had a series of stories.
It was a series,
right?
It actually had a series of stories. You know,
semi-connected.
Yeah, they was all basic. I tell you what, you saw the first one, right? You saw just the regular Sin City. You saw Sin City 2, and then
I watched one too. If I ain't like the first one, you ain't.
Man, but see, the thing about it though, 2 is really the prequel. It's one of those movies, but 2 is really what happened in the beginning. Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna take up all the time just to go say just know I'm with that Sin City shit, whatever real, whatever. Like you know.
Since
I'm with that Sin City shit, nigga.
Took the turn for the second one. Give us your second movie, man.
My second favorite movie had to be Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights.
Little comedy, okay. This what going comedy. All right. I fuck with that Harlem Nights. That classic scene in the alley with the lady. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to put I'm gonna have to go to. I'm gonna have to put that in life.
I mean that goes hand in hand. Like I see that. I see the coexistence with that, you know.
What is it about those two movies?
Well, Harlem Nights is just, man, it's just epic. You know what I'm saying? You got everything in one. You got comedy, you got things that bring tears to your eyes, you got things to be, you know, it's overall. I ain't think made me cry now, but I'm saying it's a movie. It's one of those that you be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a movie. It got everything in one. You know what I'm saying? Like you got humor, you got, you know, funny moments, you got powerful moments, drama moments, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Okay. Okay, I don't really.
So let me rephrase that. For
Yeah,
people
you
take
got
it the
Eddie
wrong
Murphy.
perception. He cried over Harlem Nights.
You got Eddie Murphy ass in both of them.
Acting a fool. But he was
And I like the way they reinvented the, you know what I'm saying, the Black Mafia, the Godfather type thing. Even though the Italians don't really fuck with us, but I don't know why we. But that's another story.
and you know,
Isn't
I got
that crazy that we always calling on whatever the fuck?
if we had organized crime, we wouldn't let them motherfuckers in.
I understand. It's like outsiders outside. They still,
Outsiders is outsiders.
it just is what it is.
Yeah, and I mean,
I mean, that's them boy culture,
as long as I can make some money with you, I don't want to be shit anyway.
Don't take it personal.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Do the money, make sure the check right. That's all.
All right, Rio.
So Rio, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite?
Yeah, Rio, where you at with it?
Where you at with it?
Man, I watch so many goddamn movies, man. But one of my favorites.
No, anytime I just watch some fool up shit, boy.
Yeah, he do watch some fool up shit.
Real dog, you put me on a lot of shit. You really do.
And he controlling too. When he got the remote, I remember being God bless dead Miss Loretta house. I used to spend the night at his house and jump. And we sitting there. He's sitting there. What you doing? Watch TV. Man, let me watch. No. Like, man, I'm your guest. Treat me like a guest. Like I can't.
What's the shit that got you pushing the guests out the way to watch? What's them type of shit?
Dumb shit.
My favorite is Insomnia with Al Pacino. Christopher Nolan.
You said what?
Insomnia. Al Pacino.
Oh, okay.
Insomnia. Al Pacino. Christopher Nolan directed it. It's about a nigga detective. LA detective goes to Alaska. Robin Williams in the movie too. LA detective goes to Alaska because he is under investigation, so they have to move him. They're moving him out the way. While he's in Alaska, he's investigating a kidnap murder case. He pretty much finds out who does it pretty quick, but while they're executing the warrant, he shoots and kills his partner. And the suspect sees him do it. So the movie is like, cat and mouse type. He end up making contact with the killer, and they, discussing how they gonna cover up the shit and all kind of crazy shit. And it's Insomnia. It's called Insomnia because the detective he doesn't sleep during them. He loses the lack of sleep that's affecting him. And they're in Alaska, and it's like the 30 days a day, and then like 30 days a night type shit. I don't really know the scientific thing.
Oh, so that goes on and shit.
Yeah, so all of that is happening. Right. Great movie. Insomnia. If you haven't seen it, it's a mystery type, detective type movie. And that is definitely one of my favorites. Another one.
I gotta check.
Go for it, huh? I'm guessing nobody else.
No, I mean, I'm saying.
I'll put that on the bucket list too.
Yeah, I'm just.
No, I ain't. Because see, I'm all about Pacino flicks, so I rock with Pacino.
Oh yeah, man. That of course, that's what got me into it. But then, man, Robin Williams stole the show on that one. To be honest, because Robin Williams.
See him in Robin Williams? Like, I want to see that shit.
Who go harder?
In that
Who go harder, Robert De Niro or Pacino? His Face Off got both. No, did Face Off have both of them in it?
No.
Shit, man, them boy like a duo, man. Them boy, I know you seen Righteous Kill.
Matter of fact, Righteous Kill. That's another John Woo. Righteous Kill. That's what. That's another one. That's another one.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, 50 in that shit.
Al Pacino, Al Pacino has a way wider.
Matter of fact, another gangster ass one, a more recent one, The Irishman. When they kind of did the whole Jimmy
all that shit.
Jimmy Hoffa shit, yeah. And then that's another one where they say some of that shit is bullshit. You know what I mean? Where they call the facts on that, the fact check.
You know, it's Martin Scorsese. They shot the hell out of that shit. Man.
Yeah, of course. That's you know, that's what gonna come with that. That type of profile of a director, you know.
And I guess that would lead into like my second favorite. Like, I'll watch this if I was on a deserted island, Goodfellas.
Oh, of course. Come on, man. Hey, man, I just been talking shit to somebody about how Henry Hill, we watch all that action-packed shit, but Henry Hill's still a snitch at the end of the day.
He's a piece of shit.
Hey, but I mean, he put in a sticky situation, though. That's like, either a snitch or you get killed.
What about Frank Lucas?
Same thing. He a snitch.
You know, they say everything, but not fabricated, so they say. But man, you got so much different people who saying different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
hey, all I know is it's a fact. Henry Hill got put in witness protection. I think he lost his name. I think he changed his name and all that shit.
Right.
Cooperated, but I don't know none of them motherfuckers, man. So I mean, what am I supposed to say? You know?
So hey, getting off a little bit off a record. You know, people, you know, they got misconceptions. You cooperate with the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, they saying it's not really snitching, but you know what they say. I mean,
man, look, man. If you fuck with them boy, you fuck with them boy. You know what the fuck going on. We ain't even about to try to hit his head and justify that shit on the Black Dollars Media channel. We don't. Nah, we don't do that.
You ain't justifying about that shit. You know what's going on.
You know what's up. You know what's up. Damn that shit. All that other shit that people who ain't got nothing to do with nothing, they be talking and having their discussions. That's one thing. Y'all go ahead and have y'all discussions, man. We from the bottom. We know what the fuck it hitting for. So, you know, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn right. Fuck all that shit there.
Yeah.
Got choices, nigga. If you ain't about that,
you got choices.
Ain't about that, find something else to do with your life, man. There's other shit
you know what's crazy.
Know you sign up for before you step into it. You know the consequences.
Yeah,
y'all know right and wrong. Ain't nobody put a gun in your head and say do whatever.
None of that. Hey, a lot of that shit come from these motherfuckers watching these movies, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Until they get behind that little thing and they start questioning, well, who is so and so? And start throwing them, 60 and say, oh no, no. Or they start kidnapping, you know what I'm saying? Putting people, grandmothers and mothers in situations, and they're like, damn, well, I was forced to do this because nigga, you was forced to do shit. Ain't nobody tell you to do that shit. You should have left that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? You built for that shit.
The movies just play the scenes out. You don't really feel the real raw pressure of them boys got you cornered in that room, pushing, interrogating, and doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that time, all that real legal time you face. And this ain't a movie where it's just written for this motherfucker to get off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 5 days later, they beat the child today. You know what I'm saying? Real life, you got to go through that shit.
and then one thing about, that mafia life, the real mafia, the real, you know what I'm saying, the real Italians, so they don't play that shit, zero tolerance on that. Our kind, they be like, man, listen, somebody, whatever, they like walking around like it ain't shit. Okay, whatever. Man, you just got me 40 years. And they walking around dapping them up like, hey, what's up, Bobby? Ain't nothing, man. That bygones be bygones.
Yeah, real shit.
But,
real shit. Matter of fact, yeah.
That's why I'm
gonna touch off that subject though.
That's the past. That's what.
Yeah, just talking about it.
That shit so far like far behind me, G. Fuck all that. We talking about these movies.
And bad at these movies, like how y'all feel about when Tony killed Manoto?
Man, I mean, that's like some impulse. I mean, that was his code. That was his personal code, Like, that's just that with that. Like, I feel like Manolo being his man's, like, check this out. You won't even much play with him with all that surprise shit. Fuck that surprise shit. You know this nigga a hot head behind his sister. You know what I'm saying? See, I got sisters. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing behind my sisters like what we talking about a close partner of mine. You know what I mean? Like,
come on,
bro. We saying here talking about, man. We talking about you and fucking. All right, don't think about it all drawn out, cinematic like how Tony just killed a nigga. Don't
Nah,
I mean I'm talking about as far as like I get on a nigga at like, bro. I just say here like a nigga gonna be around me 24 fucking 7.
Say what you got to say, and I'm gonna say what I got to say.
All right, a nigga with you 24 motherfucking 7. Yo, nigga, your ride or die partner. Your ride or die.
Yep.
Like you don't get no bigger than this nigga.
I'm telling you.
Can't sit here and be real with you about having a whole like he been married. Like he marrying, so it's like it's some more honest shit. You want to make an honest woman out of whatever the fuck. You can sit there and holler about that shit there, whatever. But the whole just pop up out of nowhere type shit, like on some like what the fuck? It's like, dog, how I trust any other moves we making or any other type of shit like that? In like, what the fuck? You couldn't just be mad with me about that type of shit. So I can say damn, just kill that nigga like Tony, but that don't mean we was scrap or something like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you playing like you ain't even damn talk to us. It's just like, and I'm saying around y'all like this shit cool or something, you know what I mean?
And he knew he was wrong because you could see his expression could be cool. Why would you hide it? Why wouldn't you come and be like, hey, listen, bro, I love your sister.
He started explaining himself.
You could have come to him like a man, be like, hey, bro, listen, you know, man, listen, your sister, man, listen. How you would have, you know, it would have been a different than the way it got sprung on him. You know what I'm saying?
I
like,
wouldn't have just shoot him. I would have put hands on the nigga, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, Tony already had that blam in his hand and shit. That was his impulse. That was still impulse. You got to know that's impulse.
Okay. That was the drugs. That was the drugs.
All right. Yeah. Can I talk?
He juiced up too.
All right. You got it, Rio. You got the flow.
I got the flow. I can see something. Okay. All right. So, two situations, and we got to start with one thing first. We're talking about Tony Montana. It's already established that this motherfucker is unstable. He is unhinged. The nigga is a sociopath. He does not he does not understand logic. You can't have logical conversations with this man.
I mean, each his own.
That's established. Is that that's Tony Montana. So this.
All right, I ain't gonna play devil's advocate.
This love relationship that happened. You can't stop that. As a man, who gonna stop you from doing what you gotta do with your woman if you decide that she's the one?
I get that aspect, you know what I mean? I do.
You're adding that. That's 1 + 1. You cannot come to him and have that logical conversation, this man-to-man conversation that y'all saying that you can have, because we have already established that he is not normal. He is not logical. He's a fucking sociopath. So if this man comes to him, it's going to be issues, point blank, period. So he decides to do what the fuck he do, hoping that friendship is tighter than this transgression, because there's a saying in life, you do first and then ask for permission later, ask for forgiveness later.
All right.
And that's why.
Now check this out.
That's just one,
one
aspect of it.
Okay.
The other aspect, just, me talking in reality as Runye, if I had a sister and my homeboy, that my right hand, Listen, man, I can't fuck her. She's my sister, man. She is a grown fucking woman. So this dude, if it happens, it happens. Don't beat on her. If you beat on her, then we got issues. Other than that, nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, man, that's you. But all I'm saying is, in that situation there, dog, like how you broke it down in the fashion of the characters of Manolo and Scarface being the sporadic, crazy motherfucker that you can't even have a conversation with, what the fuck make you think taking that action gonna make it any better? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure they had to have a conversation like, well, honey, if he kill us, I'll just die for you. And that's how the fuck that shit played out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that conversation had to be said. Like he'll kill us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's unwritten script, but I'm sure in that situation, it's like, yo, Tony will kill us.
And that's the power of pussy because she knew it. She knew he was. She was like, I know it. You know he's gonna kill us, right? You know that, right?
Really gave a damn about him. She would have leave that shit alone. She would have been like, man, matter of fact, I'll talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fucking case might be, because he loved her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't just off her when he saw him. You know what I'm saying? He off his ass. That's because he had the gun in his hand. Like, all I'm saying is like, I'm Scarface just without the pistol to my homeboy. I just might, damn, you know, like, because it's like, nigga, we better than that shit there. I'm not the non-logical part with Scarface. That's what me and him gonna separate is the non-logical shit.
This particular person in Manolo is a multi-millionaire. She could have chosen any type of bum. At least I know the motherfucker. I know things about the person.
He wasn't tripping on the first guy. This wasn't until he tried to slut her out in the bathroom. At first, he just let it be. She dancing, she having fun with Fernando. But as soon as Fernando tried to take her in that damn bathroom stall, that's when that nigga said, man, fuck that.
He was pissed.
Maybe if Fernando tried to make a fucking honest woman out of her ass, then, you know, what the fuck ever. He probably would have hated from a distance. Probably like not attend the wedding or some shit like that. But Manolo, his man's like that nigga, come on, man.
That's that cocaine paranoia. You see him rubbing on her and all kind of shit. And that thing hit him and he started looking and started seeing shit and visualizing shit. And the nigga went fool.
That reaction
went fool.
That was justified, but shooting Manolo was no way close to justified. That nigga's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, right. But he knew that. But that's the thing in the movie. That was some impulse shit, though. That was still some impulse shit with Tony, man. It was impulse. He just that wild of a nigga, like.
And he got with the fuck.
You see how he said he scared at his body. He ain't want to kill that nigga, man.
Nah, it hurt him. It hurt him. That's why the movie went the way that it went, because he felt like he ain't had nothing else to live for. So he killed his best friend. Sister mad at him for life. Shit.
Yeah, you know. He fucked up. He fucked up. That's kind of like one of the things. Like he fucked up when he killed his partner, you know?
Yeah, man. Fuck that nigga.
It's a fictional character, dog.
Sitting here talking about he real, so fuck that nigga.
We talking about fuck the movies. You might as well say fuck Brian Del Palma for writing that shit. Like that.
Fuck nigga from the jump.
Who, Scarface? Tony Montana. And then you know it's crazy because nobody ever called him Scarface in that movie.
I know.
The name never even pops up. All they say is how you get the stuff guy eating pussy.
They try to say Scarface, even though it's fictional, but they try to say that it was Al Pacino because he had the scar on his face.
I mean
no, he tried to come up. They try to play up the Al Capone.
That's a remake. That movie is a remake.
Yeah, it's a remake because the first Scarface, well, Al Capone was the real Scarface in real life. That was his little moniker.
Exactly.
And then they made that movie Scarface based on him with the prohibition with the alcohol. It wasn't cocaine, it was alcohol. Then they remade this Tony Montana with that damn coke.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you see, I heard they're supposed to be making another one with that boy Michael B. Jordan or some shit.
Yeah, I heard.
They've been running out. They've been running out.
They should have stuck with goddamn Leonardo DiCaprio, man.
Leave that shit alone, man. That shit, it is what it is, man.
I mean, if they do it, I hope they do it on some like because you can't stop them. But if they're gonna do it, I hope it's not Tony Montana. I hope it's like some old different shit, just like how Tony Montana was different from Homeboy in the first one.
Cool to death, man.
Huh?
Cocaine story done been told to death, man.
Yeah, cocaine story. Yeah, you right, man.
That's why that shit done flipped. That's why you just see it was money laundering with the Ozarks. And then, you know, you went with the lawyer side with Better Call Saul and methamphetamines with Breaking Bad. They didn't run through all the drugs. You just had shit.
Well, goddamn, 50 Cent got the BMF shit out right now.
That BMF go hard though.
I ain't
I
never
fucks with
really.
that.
I watched like 1 or 2 episodes just to
I
see what
fucks
he
with
been
that.
cooking with and shit.
I fucks with that.
It's all
Like
about
the
the
Yeah,
hard stuff.
all about the execution, how you put it together.
There you go. The writers. Back to the writers.
Well, we got 5 minutes left, man. Want to leave the people with anything? This episode, we just really was talking about our favorite movies, man. We getting ourselves ready for the next phase of Black Dollars Media, which is
yeah. Black Dog Cinema.
some of that good old, just another way to express ourselves. That's all. Expression.
Yeah, it's all it's about, you know.
That's what it's all about.
I mean, and at the same time, you get to enter our minds. Anything we do, anything we putting together, you know, like that's us, raw in the flesh. You know,
Yeah. Narrow.
we just giving creating
Yo,
life ideas.
Narrow.
well, nice discussion, elaborating. Like you say, Black Dollar, they about to take it, step it up a notch, getting them heavy visuals. I just appreciate the opportunity just to be a part of, r- real thoughts, and I wish our boy the highest success, man. Just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Black love. It's all about black love, man. It's good
Yeah,
when we doing something constructive and positive, and
That's what it's all.
for sure, man.
Just an extension of what we.
Definitely good having you on the show.
Just another avenue, another platform of what we always been doing, though.
Yes, sir. You know what we gonna do? We're gonna keep them pushing, just like we say.
keep on pushing.
All right, you got it.
God,
That bum B on.
got any last
But
words?
yeah, real. Yeah,
Live life
got
to the fullest.
other than you hating on goddamn Sin City and shit, we get on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to goddamn on a movie tip. I'm about to finish watching them goddamn fucking Resident Evil tip.
It's one of the movies, man. The special effects are supposed to drive the movie, but after you done seen like the first 5 minutes of it, the shit get boring to me, dog. Like, okay, the stylistic style of it, yeah, all right, that's good. But the story itself,
It's supposed to be like that, dog. Just see, you just don't get it. It's not for you. Hey, just like I ain't gonna shit on you too much for talking about that because I don't rock with them superhero movies. You know what I'm saying?
it's hit and miss. It's hit and miss.
I mean, I just don't. They just. That's a whole nother conversation there because I'm gonna take way too much time complaining about them goddamn superhero movies, dog. I'm that 1% that don't fuck with them shit, dog. Not the superheroes themselves, but the movies, dog. That Marvel Studios or whatever the hell, in that main shit. Not them Val Kilmer Batmans and the standalone shit. No, not them. But that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man shit. That goddamn
You tripping now? Yeah, you tripping now?
damn faithful and everything they came up. I'm just not a. The numbers already prove that. I'm saying that shit is in, and it's the business is selling, and people really like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I stand alone with it, and that's cool. But it's just like, man, they bombarded us with them shit, dog. I'm tired of like, bro, it was one time, like, I don't even go to the movies like that. I don't. It was a point in time, like a couple of years ago. It wasn't even recent. Just try to go to the movies, and every damn option was just a superhero movie, dog. Every single movie, all I could see was a goddamn superhero movie. Or maybe fucking, I don't know, Horton Hears a Who. Either Horton Hears a Who or fucking superhero movies. Like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't with this shit.
Hey,
Man.
I'm gonna tell you another good show now. Was it high? What was it? Oh goodness. Damn. High Water. Think High Water. Yeah. That's on Stars. That don't go hard too. It's a little serious.
I gotta check that out.
Word. I ain't gonna watch that shit. Word.
I'm about to go try to watch Ozarks before everybody spoil that motherfucker.
My shit.
Word.
That's my shit. But all right, fellas, that's it, man. Damn, I'll be in touch with y'all guys, man. Y'all have a good week. To the
All
listeners,
right, y'all be safe out there, man.
Black Dollars.
Yeah, man.
We out.
Yeah. All right, y'all boy be blessed.
All right.